Hello and welcome to another episode here on the Goal Line Conversation TV. If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe. That goes a long way to recommending content to people that have similar likes as you do. So please feel free to share, like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell to be notified when new episodes or new content drop on this channel. So for today, I want to go straight into the news that has been circling around since Friday, I think early Friday morning, which is the signing of Noni Madueke'S from Chelsea to Arsenal for about a fee of 52 million with add-ons. And I want to talk about more specifically. I want to focus here on five reasons why Noni Madueke's signing has some Arsenal fans rattled. The key word here is some because I know not all Arsenal fans are bothered by this signing. Some of them feel like it's okay. They see the reason in it, but a lot of Arsenal fans have shown a lot of their just disagreement with the signing. They've shown that through comments, which some of them I do not support. They've shown that through petitions. Some of them have just crashed out, absolutely rattled on YouTube. And as a Chelsea fan, I love it. I'm not going to lie. I love it. I love watching just full blown meltdown. But I want to focus here. It's not really. This is not really more of a banter. I want to talk about for a lot of fans or very new, whether neutral or Arsenal fans who are still struggling to understand why people like bothered about this. I want to focus on those five reasons. The first thing, and the first number one reason I want to talk about is misplaced priorities. One of the biggest one of the biggest need of for Arsenal coming out of the 2024-2025 campaign was that they needed a striker. It was so bad. It was so apparent that they even had Mikel Moreno. They had Havertz was playing as a number nine, and then Mikel Moreno came in and played. Jesus came and got injured, and you could see that the lack of a focal number nine was affecting Arsenal's output, their style of play, how direct they were. A lot of teams knew how to defend against Arsenal because all you had to do was just sit deep. There's no striker, there's no threat up front, and a lot of the threats are coming through the wide channels, and it was very apparent that this is your number one issue. So if you're looking at it from an organization perspective, if you know that this is something that you're lacking, the first thing you want to do when the summer transfer window opens is that you go in and you get that number nine striker that you want. Obviously, with for so many months now, there's been a lot of links of Arsenal to Sesko for a long time, and there was conversations going on, and there was advanced conversations. Then they agreed the deal, and then they can agree a deal with Leipzig, and it just kept getting drawn out. Even till now, it's still being drawn out because now it looks very likely that they're going to sign Victor Gyökeres, but it's like whatever the situation is, as a club, for you to fill your fans with confidence as they go into a new season, as they look forward into a new season, if you get the number one thing that is the biggest pain point and you get it done quickly, I know there are a lot of controversies around Victor Gyökeres and whatnot. Whatever you have to do to make that statement signing to fill your fan base with that hope, like Arsenal fan base have not even been reduced to like whenever they hear, oh, it's advanced and it's close to a year go, they are so excited because they're just like, this is the one thing we know we lack. This is the one position that we're lacking in, and we need to secure the bag. We need to secure the signing. But unfortunately, the Arsenal boards have decided to prioritize other signings, such as backup goalkeeper, which they purchased Kepa, they purchased Norgard, they're buying Noni Madueke, which is the biggest thing that has just had them have that has had a lot of fans just have it up to here. And you can understand that. You can understand why they will be pissed because even Chelsea, even as a football club, we have a number nine in quotes that can't finish, but as we went into the new season, when we saw an opportunity to get a number nine striker for a good price, we went right ahead. No, we're not penny pinching. We're not doing nothing. We're just going for him. Leon Diab come into the squad. Get it right in. You start those conversations. You get it done early. The later you get Victor Gyökeres in, the least likely is well to adapt well with the team. Because if you don't get Victor Gyökeres done by the preseason, which is not looking likely, because Sporting president just released a statement to say, look, they're willing to wait it out. If you don't meet our valuation, our market validation, our valuation for the player, we're not we're not gonna budge under pressure. So it just this is just a long and unnecessary drama. What are they asking for? 70 million plus 10. Give it to them. And that is why when you see the how quickly Noni Madueke'S deal got done for about 52 million, you are asking like, if you can pay 52, what's stopping you from paying the 70 million pounds, which is probably equivalent to like 65, 62? What's stopping you from paying that, which is the biggest problem that we have? So hence why a lot of Arsenal fans are rattled. They're not they don't trust that they have a good handle on this. And the more this lingers, the more the rumbles go on, the more a lot of people are going to be doubtful about Arsenal's chances of competing or actually winning the league going into next season. Number two is what I call penny wise, pound foolish. Penny wise, pound foolish. And we come back to Madueke'S price again. When when the whole conversation about Madueke being on the short list for Arsenal, a lot of Arsenal fans were in disbelief. They're like, no, that's not gonna happen. It's a smoke screen for a bigger signing. They're just using it. And when the first bid from Arsenal came for Noni Madueke, and they said Arsenal submitted an initial bid of 50 million, I was like, eh, you said what? Chelsea, don't waste time. Just collect it. Because in fact, I was so mad that Chelsea rejected the initial offer. That's why, you know what? In life, let this be a lesson for you. Even if you are getting a job opportunity or you are negotiating any kind of contract, do not accept the first offer. Do not what? Accept the first offer. Always, always, always negotiate. Negotiate for more. If anything, it just makes you look as if you are not just somebody that accepts the first offer. You're somebody who wants more for themselves, who's ambitious. And even when Chelsea rejected, I was so mad. I was like, I would have taken 35 million or 45 million. No, no, what are you talking about? I would have taken 40 million pounds for Noni Madueke. Forget the add-ons, keep the add-ons to yourself. Just give me 40 million. And I know that we have made profit for him. So when Arsenal came with 50 million, I was like, huh, please take it. Oh. Please take it. And then when we hear a lot of the reports and the rumors that are coming out of the Victor Gyökeres negotiation situation, you're hearing that Arsenal don't want to really pay the full release, what Sporting is demanding for, and they're hoping that the longer they draw this out, the more likely Sporting is going to yield to their own valuation of Victor Gyökeres. I'm just like, so you are trying to save money in Victor Gyökeres deal, but in Nonemadueke's deal, you are just giving the money willy nilly, as if you are sowing seed. Ah, eh, but Chelsea is not a church now. It's as if you are sowing seed for greater things to come. So again, penny wise, pound foolish. Is that you've literally spent unnecessary money for somebody that is deemed backup to Saka based on the position that he plays in Chelsea. I know they talk about his versatility and whatnot. On the left, he's horrible. I'm a Chelsea fan. I know he's not great on the left. His best position is on the right, where he can cut in and sometimes surprise you by using his weak foot when defenders think that they have him more figured out. But if you play him on the left hand side, his trademark, which is I want to cut in, shoot, or cross, he can't really do that. The best he can probably offer you on the left side is just crossing. So I know for a fact that he's been brought in as a backup. You can't tell me otherwise. Forget what Mikel Arteta's tactic is. What they are feeding the news outlet. He's a backup to Saka. A 50 million backup is a lot of money for a team that is still negotiating. Oh, let me give you 4 million, 5 million. There's 5 million different. Let's see how this. So let's cool down. What? That makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. So Pennywise, pound foolish, and you can see why a lot of Arsenal fans are pretty. They're pretty pissed off. They're rattled. They don't get it. They don't understand. This doesn't make sense. And one thing you also have to understand is that if you look at the history of the Portuguese league, Portuguese clubs selling to English Premier Leagues, they do not sell on discount. They don't sell on discount. I don't care what you think you have or what end up you have. The Portuguese clubs do not sell on discount. Examples: Darwin Nunes, Enzo Fernandez, what do you call it? Bruno Fernandez. They do not sell on discount. They get the money that they feel they need, and they value the player at. And if you are not paying, they will hold on to the player. You'll be surprised now, one way or the other, they will just keep this guy on the bench. They will wait for towards the end of the season. They will loan him to an Italian team, and Italian team, they like loan well. They don't like to buy play. Italians don't like to buy play, but they like loan. So that's another reason why a lot of I feel like a lot of Arsenal fans are absolutely rattled. Number three, let me move quickly here because I want to make this very quick. I don't want this to make it a long video. Is this blocks a pathway to Waneri's growth? Nathan, is it Nathan Waneri? But Waneri, the Arsenal young talent who has shown himself as a suitable backup to Saka on the right wing, we showed a lot of he showed a lot of potential last season, especially during Champions League, during FA Cup. He showed that he can come and fill that Saka role when Saka is injured or needs to be rested. Now you are bringing in Noni Madueke in. What's happening to Wanyeri? Apparently, Wanyeri is actually, I want to call him Noni Wanyeri. Wanyeri is in the midst of having contract negotiations because he has 1 year left. If you cannot promise him game time with the incoming of Noni Madueke or the signing of Noni Madueke, you can potentially lose him. I know people are saying they'll play him in the middle, you'll be a backup to Odegaard, but Ateta has not really used him in that way. So it's like you want me to trust you that you use me in a place that you don't trust me to play in, and then the place that you want me to play in, you already have a backup who is coming in as 50 million. How am I going to get ahead of him? I'm an academy starlet. So all these things is just not adding up. And again, why and a lot of Arsenal fans love Wanyeri and they do not want to lose him. Especially they don't want to lose him to a rival, they don't want to lose him for free. So you can see why a lot of them are upset. The next thing, number four, which I'm on, is the next reason is PTSD. Arsenal fans have gone through trauma. They have the PTSD that, and this PTSD is very very specific. It's a cycle. Arsenal fans have go through this cycle almost every year. Almost every at the end of every campaign, they go through this cycle. The beginning of the season, they're filled with hope. Arsenal will do it this year. We have a belief. We trust in Ateta. We trust in the process. They start with that. And then before you know it, by December comes around, reality smacks them right in the face. When somebody just gives you a dirty slap and your ear is ringing, that reality sets upon Arsenal fans and they're like, oh, it doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like we're going to win this thing. And then we get into April, May, disappointment. Disappointment, and they're like, this Ateta has to do better. If not, he's getting fired. Some heads they start calling some name Cronky, they start calling Edu, they call somebody. Somebody heads is going to be on the chopping block. And then before you know it, the new season starts, and then they hope again. The cycle starts all over again. So Arsenal fans have gone through this rat race for so long, and it's every time that they see things that don't help them position them in a good place to start the season, or even go go the whole season and actually win. something tangible and major, they it's PTSD all over again. They're like, here we go again. Netflix FC, disappointment FC. We came second FC. They it's that trauma is just there. And a lot of them they can see, they can foretell it. They don't want to come May and they just say, oh, don't worry, the next season will go again. They want something different. So you can see why they're like, the signage you are making is not convincing me that you are going to do anything different. Last season, the end of the season, you got Sterling. You got who else did you get? You got people that are not actually going to push us all the way. You didn't get a striker. This January came, you didn't boost the squad in order to make a title charge. You let Liverpool walk all the way. You were comfortable with second. So again, PTSD is this is that cycle. Remember that cycle. Hope, reality check, then disappointment, and then again, they're tired of that. They want to break the cycle somehow. But this, as Arsenal board, the Arsenal recruitment team, they're not showing that they want to break out of that cycle. And then the last one, which is the most obvious one, is why Chelsea. Arsenal fans, in fact, some Arsenal fans are starting to look into money laundering and accusation, money laundering, blackmailing. They're asking themselves, what does Chelsea have on us? Why must it be Chelsea? Kudus is there, you do not see Kudus to buy. Mbuemo is there, you do not see Mbuemo to chase. Mitoma is there, you do not see Mitoma to chase. Elanga is there, you do not see Elanga to chase. It is Noni Madueke that you decide to go and get. That is why they're asking why. What does Chelsea have on us? Do they have a curse on? Do they have a spell on us? I don't know. Go and ask the Arsenal board. All I know is, as a Chelsea fan, we love it. Come, look. Jackson needs somewhere to go. Jackson is seeing that that starting line is not looking too good for him. We have Disasi. I know you people are looking for defensive coverage. You have lost. What's his name? That Japanese guy. I've forgotten his name. But you lost him. So Disasi is there. He's available. If you want Felix as a backup to Odegaard, let us know. We have garage sale going on. Chelsea has garage sale. You know we have to sell some players. There's no conference league that we can just play team one, team two. So there's fire sale going on. You people are the one that used to call us the $1 million, £1 million bottle jobs. We are trying to recoup some of that money back. So please help us. More deals, Arsenal, please don't stop. So that's the reasons. So Arsenal fans, let me know if you agree. For a lot of you who are just asking why, let me know if any of the reasons that I have mentioned today they strike a chord. If they like, you know what, you're right. That's that number two, that number three reason is why I'm man. Let me know in the comments. Let me know, and hey, don't worry. This is coming. This here we go incoming. Don't worry. Okay, if you don't have striker, Jackson's coming. Jackson's coming. All right. Peace and love, guys. Again, like, subscribe. Please feel free to comment. Let me know what your thoughts are about this. Have a good one. Bye.